Welcome back, welcome back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Practice, the show.
Do you want to know the perfect ultimate guide to earning your 2 Comma Club award? Well, it's all inside of this book right here. And this isn't just another business book. It's a playbook from 30 entrepreneurs who have actually hit the 2 Comma Club mark with their funnels. And each chapter reveals exactly what they do if they lost everything and had to rebuild from scratch in just 30 days. You get proven funnel frameworks, marketing strategies, and mindset shifts that create real momentum. It's like having 30 coaches walking you step by step to your first or next $1 million funnel. Whether you're starting from zero or scaling up, this book gives you the exact roadmap. You can grab your free copy of the 30 Days today. It's the first step of your journey to the 2 Comma Club Award. And today, on today's episode of Pitch Practice, the show, Brandon and I are going to be breaking down some of our biggest takeaways and some of our favorite entrepreneurs from this book. And my name is Mark, and I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
And I'm Brandon Garcia with BKXX Enterprises, your digital plumber, helping you get those funnels hooked up online properly so you don't leak any leads out of your sales process and maximize your marketing dollars.
Yes. Plug those leaks. Make sure they are, put that water back in the jug. Put that water back in. Get it back. What's up, Brandon? Here we are.
I know, man. It's crazy. Another week. Last week we went over the AI selling system that I have available the week before. What did we do the week before?
We went over the survey funnels.
We did go over survey funnels. You know what? I thought about survey funnels the other day. It just kind of popped into my head. I was like, man, I got to get a survey funnel built out ASAP because I saw a YouTube video. The guy said, this is the #1 funnel that I use to scale to $10 million in my agency. It was a simple survey funnel. I'm like, okay, I'll do a survey funnel. So that's what I'm be working on for this week and getting launched, survey funnels.
Yes. And I did make that survey funnel available. I think I demoed an example of an affiliate marketing survey funnel. This was an affiliate marketing survey funnel. I walked it through. It was 6 questions and allowed you to actually segment into 3 different types of affiliate marketers, beginning, intermediate, and advanced. Go back and watch that episode if you're watching on Facebook. The only thing about Facebook is that these recordings get deleted after 30 days.
They do, and it kind of sucks. But I'm also streaming on YouTube, so you can find me there on the YouTube channel. I think it's at BKXX, or just search Brandon BKXX Garcia, and you'll be able to find me.
Yes, same here. So if you're watching this on Facebook, and you come here, well, I'm going to say if you come here and it's deleted, but if you come here and you don't see it, then you're not, then you just don't see it. But just remember, just keep that in mind. Facebook deletes their lives, any lives after 30 days. So if it's, you've got a limited amount of time to watch it, make sure that you do. If not, you're going to have to go over to watch on one of our other channels that does not delete it. And that could be Brandon over on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel?
Hold on, I'll tell you here in 30 seconds. I don't know what it is exactly off the top of the head because I'm
Mhm.
terrible at it. I probably need to focus a little bit more on YouTube as well. But it is at BKXX. So it's youtube.com/at BKXX.
You can find my YouTube channel at The Mental Marketer. Yes. And yeah, so you don't want to miss an episode, and you can actually go back and binge watch. I think, you know what? I think I've set up all of these episodes. We've done so many of these episodes, Brandon. We've got a few pages worth of episodes. I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, because we're in October now. But yeah, we're well past the 3-year mark right now.
We are. We have a lot of episodes. Um, we have a lot, and they're all on my page. And I know they're not optimized for SEO or anything, so I probably should go back and try to optimize them so they show up because YouTube doesn't like to push previously live videos for some reason.
They sure don't. They don't. It's like the previously live videos don't get the the exposure that some of the other ones do. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they don't get the love.
They don't. They don't, unfortunately. But what we are here to talk about today is a book that yeah. What's your experience with this book, Brandon?
Let me tell you, when I lost my job, this is the first book that I went to. Literally,
Mhm.
was the first book that I went to, and it helped me out a lot. At least land a couple more clients. They weren't back to back clients. I mean, I did manage to get the old 9 to 5 to kind of keep the boat afloat, so to speak, and have the bills paid. But um, it was definitely beneficial to keep the fun money flowing in, is what I like to call it. And the particular chapter, we can kind of get into our favorite chapters here in a little bit, but the particular chapter was actually the last chapter is the one that I kind of focused on, and that was the high ticket consulting by James P. Friel. Because essentially, like, that's essentially what I do. I mean, I know everything that needs to be done for a small local business, small local service based business, and I tell them what they need to do and what they need to implement, and I also sell them the things that they need to implement. So it's just using those tactics and putting together the right offer out of that chapter and reaching out to the right business owners to um, to get the deals needed to keep the money flowing in and make the commissions off both the affiliate commissions for the products that you suggest to them, plus the consulting fees on top of it. So, um, when you when you think about the monetization of your clients and the $100 million money models, like, it's all of that mashed together, a nice big old pot of soup, so to speak. So, there's finding multiple different ways to monetize off of your clients.
Yeah, yeah. Great chapter too. Um, if I were if I were to talk about my experience with the book, I remember first coming into the ClickFunnels community and getting into the funnel world, and there were two major summits that ClickFunnels was running. There was the 30-day summit, and then there was the affiliate bootcamp summit.
Mhm.
And I thought those two were really the ultimate lead-in point as lead magnets to introduce a person to ClickFunnels. You
Mhm.
know, when you looked at the book, and it was the first time I'd ever seen or really saw a book like this, and I thought that it was genius because it was a book that Russell Brunson wrote, but he didn't write the book. What
Mm-mm.
he did was he took 30 experts and had each of them write a chapter. And from there, he put all of that together. He asked them all the same question. If you suddenly lose everything, what would you do to get back from 0 to 30 days? And each of them wrote a detailed plan showing what they would do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, complete. I love the idea. And ever since I saw that, and I thought, wow, that's a perfect way to create a product. Especially if you don't have any expertise yourself, or if you don't have the knowledge to write a book, it's a great way to have a book published and just put together a collection of chapters that everyone wrote. And I've kind of, and then the affiliate boot camp was really the same thing too, because in the affiliate boot camp, he said, okay, if you had to make this your full-time position, what would you do from day 0 to day 30? And these were two of my favorite summits to promote, because I thought that was perfect. If you're wanting to get in the online field and you don't have a product, you can start with the affiliate boot camp. That'll teach you how to promote other people's products. But then this book here, it gave you a little bit of everything. It gave you 30 different industries, 30 different type of businesses to create, but then it gave you a day-by-day plan that you could follow to actually become successful. Now, would you get the same results as them?
I will say I didn't. Did I get a couple clients? Yes. Were they massive clients? No. But it was still an income stream coming in. It kept the boat afloat and still allowed me to continue on the journey, right? I didn't lose my car. I didn't lose my house, so, it helped. So there's no income claims here. You probably aren't going to get super rich. You probably aren't going to win 2 Comma Club right off the bat, but it is a foundation to build off of and continue on the journey, as with anything. No income claims.
Yeah. I happened to actually run into someone else who did something similar, but they got a good 30 to 40 people to write a chapter, and they put it together into one book. If you don't have a copy of this book, it is free. You just pay shipping and handling. And I think I might have, let me see here. Let's see if we can put that up there. Yep, that's it right there. You can get a free copy of the 30 Days book. There's a QR code right there. Should have shot a link out to the comments. Maybe if it's still doing that, I don't know. I know it's been updated lately, and I don't know if it's even shooting anything to the comments right now. So what I would say is click that link right there. I'm sorry, scan that QR code. That's where you're going to get it. And I'll actually throw the link in the comments. You know what's cool is that I have been approved to collaborate with Russell Brunson and his offers. And he, if you're on OfferLab, if you're on OfferLab, you've got an opportunity to go on OfferLab, collaborate with Russell, and you'll be able to promote this book as well. And just send him a message and say, hey, Russell, let me collaborate with you. And I'm sure he'll let you get this book right here. That's a cool thing about OfferLab. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. What's up? I see you out there watching. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a hashtag. Let us know who's out there watching. Give us a hashtag where you're watching from down in the comments. Let us know who you are. We'll give you a shout out right here live on the show. What's up? And so that's a little bit about my experience with the book. And I think it was something that I really fell in love with it, Brandon. And even so much so that I've tried to sort of, kind of mimic it a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed, but I did one, when I was at Funnel Hacking Live the first time. I'll go in and I'll ask 13 of the biggest affiliate marketers. And maybe you've seen my videos from OfferLab. And I went into the OfferLab launch and I asked the world's top marketers these same questions and what they had to say. And then you put that together. So I've created some products using the example that I kind of modeled from Russell. You ever model anything from Russell that you like?
Only the funnels, really. I probably should model more of the stuff that he's doing, but I don't want to feel like I'm a copycat. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel it's a little bit more authentic from me than from somebody else. But maybe I should start doing what Russell says even more.
Well, remember, it's not really copying, it's modeling. It's not copying, it's modeling. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you take what someone else is doing and you can actually just, because it's, I didn't copy him. I did kind of model his structure, which was to ask 30 different people the exact same questions and let them tell their story to create an offer. You can create an offer, you can create a summit, you can create a book, and that's what Russell did. And recently he actually what do you want to say? He kind of repurposed this book. Did you know that?
He did. I don't even remember how I got this book. I know it was in one of his shock and awe packages he got from one of the courses that we bought. But he also
your first funnel challenge.
Yeah, I think that was it. But then he did it again, but he sent out paperback books. So I got a second one in paperback. And that's the kind of one that I flip through and tear up and highlight and annotate and things like that. I try to keep this one a little bit nicer because it's a hardback. But yeah, like the first time that I read through it, I was just kind of picking and choosing based on what I was looking to accomplish at the time. When I discovered Myron Golden, I went to his chapter to see what he would actually do. When I was stuck and needed to do something quick, again, for what I was doing in the consulting world, I went to the back of the book and it had the high ticket consultant there. Lately, with everything kind of circling back around to affiliate marketing, which is why I got into this thing to begin with, chapter 18 is a fantastic blueprint on affiliate marketing. So the reason why I love affiliate marketing as much as I do is because it's kind of like the lazy man's way to make money, so to speak. That's what I like to call it. Just because you don't have any fulfillment. Like you do the work up front, you sell the product, and after that, you collect your commissions, you provide a little bit of support on the back end, if need be, to help somebody out kind of like get acclimated to the product that they just bought. And then you just kind of move on. It's kind of like selling cars. Every car salesman is an affiliate marketer for the brand that they sell. They don't build the car. They don't, work on the car itself. They talk through the features and options of the car. They take them for a test drive in it and demo it. And, at delivery, they show them how to, put the gas in it and work the blinkers and connect the phone up to it. And then after that, you send them a birthday card or a Christmas card every year and hope they come back and buy from you again. And that's what I love about affiliate marketing. Because you can do the same thing. Like for every ClickFunnels account that I sell, I go in there and set it up for them and then walk them through how to build it out. And I build the first funnel for them for free. So there are a lot of ways to really make it work for yourself if that is something that you want to do to earn that additional fun money commissions month after month with these offers. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Swear to God.
Yeah. And affiliate marketing is kind of just natural because you use the product, you talk about it, and then that's how you get other people to actually. And if you're going to talk about a product anyway, wouldn't it be nice that if you can convince someone else to actually take advantage of the product, that company gives you a kickback. And and then you can just start to do it on a large scale where you're actually recommending and getting people to sign up. And the company is just giving you some appreciation for you sharing what you're doing with other people. That's affiliate marketing. Awesome.
And you know what's huge with it now, and like I know we're talking about these books and software and things like that, but TikTok Shop, like all of those people on there buy the $5 thing and then make a quick video about it, and people watch it, and then they go buy that $5 thing again and get a commission sale. Like, it's the only thing holding you back would be the algorithm at that point. I mean, there's no reason you can't get on there and make a 30-second video of you using something and putting the shop link in your video. In fact, talking about it, I probably should be doing it myself.
You gotta be consistent.
You do. You have to be consistent with it. But there's nothing stopping anybody from, again, buying a $5 thing and showing somebody how it works and then getting the commission for it.
Yes. Now, what I would say also is if you are new, because I remember when I was first introduced to this book, I was super new to the world of funnels. But what this book did for me, it gave me a bunch of different examples. And I would tell people, I would say, look through this book and find a story, an example that resonates with you. And you can find, from affiliate marketing to, Dream 100. I think I remember, a high ticket coaching, e-commerce funnels, service providers, mid-range info products, webinar launches. This book gave me a lot of different examples, and I spent a lot of time watching a lot of videos when I first started, Brandon. I think I was engulfed in watching videos, and
that can be a big trap too.
Yeah. And but when you're looking through all of these different examples and you're seeing what people are doing from the real estate, and I remember the dentist, the live events. I remember Ping Jun talking about live events on here. Myron Golden talking about his Bible success principles, teaching a master class. You had John Lee Dumas in here talking about podcasting and all the different ways. When I was new, it really gave me a lot of different examples to sort of give me some direction. Watch the stories, but don't try to do everything, but find the story that resonates with you. Find maybe one or two stories that really resonate with you, and dig into this book. And which one of these stories in here is one of your favorites? That's what we're going to ask you now, Brandon.
As I mentioned before, the last one, I think it was Peter Thiel in the back of the High Ticket Consulting, is my number one. Number two would be Myron Golden's. That's the second one that I read to kind of mash the two together. And then the third one would be the chapter 18 with the affiliate marketing, done by none other than, what's his name, Spencer Mecham. Mecham or Mecham. I don't know how to. Apologies if I butcher your last name, but he's the affiliate marketer. Buildapreneur.com is his site. So you can go ahead and check that out and give him a shout out since I butchered his last name with that. But he has a simple 30-day plan. I mean, it's not even very long. I think total out of it is like 10 pages, if that, to read through. And what I found interesting for a majority of these blueprints is, like, for the first week, they don't really do anything.
Right.
Like the first 5 days, like nothing gets done. They're just kind of sitting around thinking about it and planning before they even take the action. And that's really interesting, because like you only got 30 days and it happens like that. And if you procrastinate, nothing gets done. But they got a way for it to work. And some of the things that they did seemed like it would take longer than the day or two that they said it took them to do for the first step. So I don't know. It's like some of it seems almost too good to be true, but then again, they're the ones that have the awards, and we're the ones learning from them. So just do what they say, right?
Right, right. I really feel you on that one, because it's like they'll say, okay, they'll say like day 3, I'll put together a team, and it's like that's a little tougher to do than just in one day, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know anybody. And it's like, okay, how many people I'm going to put on this team? So I got to bring in 1 or 2 people. But if you don't have anybody, you could you could reach a point where it's like, okay, now I'm stuck, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, in Spencer's case, he reached out and hired VAs. And I think that was definitely towards the later half of the month. That's where he got some sales in. But again, everybody's broke, right? So they're starting from nothing, and got a mosquito in here. And so they have to wait until they get the funds to continue to self-fund their progress. And if there was another example of this challenge, but in real life, you got to think about the Grant Cardone deal that he did a couple years ago during COVID, Undercover Millionaire. So if you're looking for a blueprint, that's a 30-day blueprint to kind of follow. If you can condense that down into that 90 days down into the 30 days to build your business. And
Yeah.
it's where you leverage other people, like, and that's really the key to anything. Like, other people have your money. So if you can figure out how to leverage other people to get your money, like, you're in. And so, I mean, affiliate marketing is leveraging other people to get your money. Now, you won't get as much money as if you fulfilled yourself, but again, you want to be lazy and still make money. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna highlight a couple names in here, because, like I said, when I was going through this, I think I read through at least everyone's story. And the good thing about the 30 Days Summit was that you had the book, you had the 30 Days book, you had the summit interview, and then you also had the bonus you had the bonus second video with each of the speakers, right?
Yeah. So if you are privy to have FunnelFlix still, the 30-day summit is in FunnelFlix if you know where to go to get it, and you're an old school ClickFunnels customer, should still have access to it.
Yes, yes. So when it comes to funnel strategy and using the summit as a lead magnet, because the summit was free. The summit was free. And when you went to the summit, you got a digital copy of the book. But the way the digital copies worked, I think it was you got a copy of each person's chapter. No, you know what? Wait a minute. I think the summit was free. And then you also, but in that summit, you got to watch the first interview. Now, if you upgraded to the One Funnel Away Challenge for $100, then you would get access to the second video that showed behind the scenes of the funnel. And I think then you also got a digital copy of the book. That I thought that was a really smart funnel strategy. You know, get them in on the free summit, get them to upgrade to watch the behind the scenes video, and that led directly into the One Funnel Away Challenge, in which you could just basically really ascend them up the value ladder, right? So you could say that Russell had a linchpin because he was bringing people in on continuity using a free summit and this book. It wasn't, I never had a copy. I don't think I even knew how to get a physical copy of this book originally. Did you? It wasn't until the Your First Funnel Challenge that I was like, whoa, there's a physical copy of that book, right?
Yeah, and then it was such a rarity that people were actually selling those things on eBay. Because you couldn't get it. There's only one way to get it. Not that many copies were out there where people were seeing it and talking about it, and you couldn't get it unless you signed up for that challenge.
Yeah, but that was the E version, and I think he did the same thing with the affiliate bootcamp, because you got a digital copy of each of those persons' plans. I still have that, but I don't know if there's a physical copy of that affiliate bootcamp chapters.
No, there's no physical copy of the affiliate bootcamp. I've thought about going out to Staples or whatever and getting it printed just so I can have it. They'll do. I think it says in it, even though it's copyright, you're allowed to make one print of it for personal use. So
yeah. So if you're out there looking to for a funnel strategy with a lead magnet, a summit is just, I would funnel hack Russell. Don't copy. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't copy, but model it. And the truth is, like I said, I've seen someone else that did a book just like that, and I thought, wow, that was cool. If I remember the name of it, you want me to tell you the name of it?
I think it's Brand Shark. Is that the one you're thinking of? That's the one that's coming to my head.
No. This one is probably, I think they probably created this one within the past year. And this one is someone in the ClickFunnels world, actually, that I happen to follow. And I happen to follow them, and I actually, you know what? I think I met her at one of the funnel hacking lives. And at the time, okay, there it is, right there. You want to see? Let me. Okay, here. Let me give you a. Let me see how can I share this here real quick. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give a little plug for her right here. She's gonna get a little plug right here in the group. Let me share it to you real quick. And this is just in my email. See this?
Who is that?
Yep. Get more clients from your content. This co-authored with 30 plus experts. And this is a free book. And I've actually downloaded it, and it is very good. And you'll see all of the experts that they brought together here.
Yeah, I recognize one or two of them there. I said I recognize one or two of them there. Dennis Yu down there in the bottom left. I don't know anybody else.
I think this is the AI girl right here. I think
who's in the upper left. She looks kind of familiar.
That might be I don't know if that's you know what? Let me see here. Oh no, okay. You know what? I can get all the names of the people there, but
you know what I found most impressive is that your inbox only had like 421 messages in it. Even though like your promotions were like 10,000 something, like your actual inbox only had 421. Like
you saw that.
That was impressive. I wish my inbox looked like that.
That's impressive, right? Only 482.
Yeah. I mean, my work email that I see down here has 2,900 unread. My text messages have 1,099 down here unread.
Oh my gosh! I tried. Oh, believe me, it's more than I like in there right now. But you know what I do? I delete, or
I ain't got time.
I actually I put them in specific folders. So I will organize them to get them out of my inbox because I'm trying to keep that number below 500.
I don't think I've been inbox zero since I first signed up for Gmail back in 2004. So, yeah,
That was impressive, huh?
yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Even though the promotions is at over 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, but I really you know, when I got that email, I was like, wow, that is a really cool. And you know what? When you you know what? Let me show you this here real quick because it wasn't even behind, it was not behind a paywall. So let me share this with you here. Okay, no, not there, not there. So all I did was click that link in the email. All I did was click the link in the email and it took me straight here. So it wasn't behind a paywall.
Hmm.
And oh, okay, okay. You want to see the names there?
Yeah, there you go. John Lee Dumas is in there. Dennis Yu.
I know Omar Zenhom, Molly Mahoney, John Lee Dumas, Roberto Blake. I've heard of him. Jenna Dubois Larson. How about we put together a book like this?
I don't even know who to start with.
And this is the person who wrote it. I know her.
Who's Capsho?
Capsho. Okay, Capsho is her. It is a podcasting tool, and it is a tool that for podcasters that does auto. I think it did auto captions. It would do auto show notes. It was a tool that helped with podcasting. I remember seeing her at. I remember it was a funnel hacking live in Florida. Yeah, and so I think she had a summit once that I attended, and it was for podcasters, and then she was promoting her software. And yep, so and it's some in this, you know, this book here is, what is it, 214 pages long. You're going to learn about the honey trap method. It's a pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good book. Creating content that sells. She actually comes in from John Lee Dumas. He talks about the fire zone, building your content engine. Yeah, there he is right there. And this is it's absolutely free. This is another nice little lead magnet where she features everyone. Pretty cool. Let me know if you want a copy of that.
I will.
I can get you the link. And since we're talking about, I think I'm just talking about the whole strategy behind the book and what I learned on the strategy of the book and how Russell used it. And I thought it was just the perfect lead in. And then I thought first you start with the book, then you go get them to the One Funnel Away Challenge. And from there, they become, paying, subscribing ClickFunnels users. And then you just ascend them up the value ladder. So this book is an awesome entry point.
For sure. And like many people just don't know how to get started. Like that's the thing. It's a trial by error and by fire at the same time. It's kind of hard light a fire without a match, and that book is definitely a solid match with kindling in it. Heck, you might have to use it for kindling if it really doesn't work out for you. But
It's a
kidding.
lot of kindling in this book.
I'm kidding. Okay, it's a joke. It's a terrible joke. But no. So, like I said, like if you look at building anything, if you equate it to like building a fire, it's like you don't throw logs on it and expect it to catch. You got to start small, and a book is the very first thing that you start with to get educated, to then be able to take the actions from said book with the tools that the book recommends. So, I mean, and that's with anything. That's even with like service-based businesses, right? I mean, if you think you're a plumber, like you just go in there, you're doing a pipe job or whatever. Like if you educate your customer to maybe do it themselves on a small job, they'll remember you for when a big job comes around to do the big job, right? You've already helped me out on a small job. You saved me a bunch of money. I didn't need you, even though you did sell them the kit, so to speak, to fix it themselves. When they need the bigger job, they'll remember that you did, as long as you're following up with them to do the big job. So plenty of ways to make all this work for you.
Absolutely. A few of the chapters in this book, and these are really some of the chapters that I was really able to get into. Trey Llewellyn's. Trey Llewellyn has a chapter in this one, and I caught a few things from his presentation that I was able to use, not in e-commerce, but I used some of the things that he talked about when he was actually qualifying the leads. And I loved watching Trey, because he's the #1 selling e-commerce person, but he had these little nuggets of things that he learned along the way about how to set up those pages, and what he found about people that were coming through, and how I remember him talking about they wanted to talk to somebody. So when he found out that was the case, then he put a little person with an earphone on there and made it easy for someone to click and say, here, talk with a live person. And then he talked about how to qualify people. And then another name on here is Garrett J. White. Garrett J. White talked about his core 4. What impressed me about Garrett J. White, his presentation was just, I was like, man, Garrett J. White was just hardcore.
He does have a little bit of intensity there. I recently took one of his courses, and it was a good course. But yeah, he's definitely intense, and he's not for everybody.
Yeah, but I did like it because he had the whole core 4. It was like being it was like bees, but it was really good, very organized, and he's really into just making your plan, putting it out there, and then executing and going through it. And that was Garrett J. White. And then Allison J. Prince. What I really liked about her story was she talked about how she taught her school-aged daughters to build, and I think they earned 6 figures over a summer. In her story, there was Dana Derricks. Remember, he was the one that actually went through the Dream 100. So those were some of the people that I was going through a lot of them, but just like you, I think I really like Spencer Meekum's approach to affiliate marketing, because I think Spencer Meekum really talked about. If I remember what he talked about, he talked about actually the low-hanging fruit when it comes to affiliate marketing. And those are the low-hanging fruit is the 4% of buyers that are ready to buy right now. And it's only a small percentage of the buyers that are, hot and ready to go right now. But he also talked about tapping into that larger market. And I kind of feel the same thing going on right now with OfferLab. I think it's blown up. I say it's blown up, almost 10,000 people in there already within the first 30 days, but it's still just the first, probably about maybe even less than 4% right now of the market that's actually on there. And there's still that bigger chunk of the market that is not the low-hanging fruit, but they are still, they're still are in the funnel, and they don't, they may not be the first movers like the first movers are, but we're still going to get to that point where it's going to, you're going to get to that majority of people, and there's still, and that's what I really learned from Spencer about the affiliate marketing, and then also about how to target each of those in your messaging. How to get those that are already just ready to pull that trigger, and then how to actually speak to them and put content out there, because Spencer was doing a lot of YouTube videos, and I think he was really focusing on the because with YouTube, it's a search engine too. So you really focus on specific search terms and phrases for a different type of market. For example, if you can do a lot of comparison type videos, ClickFunnels versus, and those are somebody that's actually looking and they're trying to decide between the two. And then you've got those who are really looking for the price for ClickFunnels. And then those are the videos that you want to rank for. How much does ClickFunnels cost? What's the cheapest plan for ClickFunnels? And that's when I got my first introduction to really the way that your messaging and your titles can affect or can go after a particular market, or a particular someone that's at a particular phase of the funnel, whether they're ready to drop right out or whether it might be a little bit further, because that message is a lot different than a video that you make that's saying, what is ClickFunnels? And the person that's watching a video about what is ClickFunnels is going to be farther away from buying than somebody that's like looking for the right price. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Or making a comparison against Shopify or High Level or Kajabi or something of that nature, depending on the thing that they want to do, because ClickFunnels is a Swiss Army knife of platforms now. So whether you want to host a course, sell a product, use it for a blog, use it just for primarily email marketing, like there's so many things that you can do with it, that I wish I had the bandwidth and resources to literally utilize it for everything. I'm getting there. Not just yet.
Yeah, and then you've also got the people that are out there searching. Whether this is a good market, because people tend to look at, is ClickFunnels a fraud? Is this a fraud? You get those searches too. Or is this real? Are they really doing this? So that's that's something that's can really take you from the low-hanging fruit, because you want to make the content for the low-hanging fruit, but then you also want to make the content for someone that's not as far and not as close, not the low hanging fruit, but maybe someone that might not be ready to buy right away. But if they continue to get more information, you could potentially move them a little bit closer to becoming a user. That was one of the things that I learned, and one of my favorite chapters too.
10-4. So on my end, a couple of other chapters that I read in there would be definitely the Myron Golden. It's a must read. The biblical foundations to building the business out there, following the teachings of King Solomon's in First Kings chapter 14, and how he set up his business that way, following those principles. 100% phenomenal, must read. And then the one thing that I noticed in the very first chapter, obviously read the first chapter of the book, but Trey Llewellyn's deal, absolutely ingenious way to build an email list from the magazine rack at Barnes and Noble. So he goes to Barnes and Noble and see the magazines that are out there, and he notices even in the different ones that are all kind of advertising, pushing the same thing. So obviously it's a popular product, and that's the type of product that he wants to get in his hands to be able to give away to build his email list. So he'd call these advertisers up and say, hey, let me get a product and help me build my list, and I'll give you the names to everybody that I get to sign up, and kind of share the names. Now, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff, sharing other people's information and things like that. You got to definitely make sure your terms of service and privacy policies are legit and set up properly, and you're following the laws of your state when you do that, and especially with giveaways, so you're not turning it into a lottery. Learned that from Hormozi, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it is a good way to capture leads for free, essentially, because you have a product that's been donated to you by an advertiser who wants more people on their list to advertise to, because again, the money is in the list, right? So I just thought that was interesting, man. There's like so many good nuggets and things that out of the box things that you probably wouldn't think of doing that other people have done and been successful with, and that you can model and try for yourself. So yeah, the magazine rack thing, phenomenal.
Absolutely. And I think you made a good point there, because you said model. And I think, you might think that just watching Trey Llewellyn, because he's in e-commerce, that you can't model something for what you're doing, because you're doing, I'm not doing e-commerce. I'm just, selling through a webinar, and I'm selling something else. But there are ways to model his process, his strategy, and what he's doing in other ways, and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm thinking about it for myself here, since I want service and contractors, guys swinging a hammer, like maybe I get a DeWalt power tool or whatever. I called DeWalt. I was like, hey, I want to do a giveaway. Can you donate a tool? I'll sign up all these contractors. I'll give you the list when I'm done. Thank you. And if I can do that, mind blown right there. Done deal. The only thing you got to do is just be able to drive the traffic and get into the right pond to say, hey, here's a free DeWalt set. Sign up for this. Get registered for this, but I'm also going to give you this immediately when you sign up. So, yeah, as long as you figure out the laws of your states and make sure it's not turned into a lottery, you're good to go.
Yeah, and that you're disclosing if you actually will be, passing that information on to a third party. Yeah, and that way it keeps yourself out of trouble. Yeah. Give me and 30 of my 2 Comma Club winners just 30 days, and will radically and ruthlessly transform your business with an internet marketing survival guide that gets you up and running in your business as if you started from zero. Yeah, man, it was a genius book. Right? I think it was a genius book. And
get it. get the copy. Links in the comments below and in the description. It's free. You pay for a little bit of shipping, and this is easily a $50 book, and you get it for like $9 shipping. It's a no-brainer deal.
And a classic. And a classic. Let's put that up there again. Free 30 days book. That is the QR code that you can scan. Takes you straight to the page to register and sign up. Just pay shipping and handling for the 30 days book. Glad to have this. Good talk. Good talk. Man, it reminds me that I need to go ahead and get my book out there. And yeah, I love that strategy of how he created that book, just by getting experts together and using a summit funnel. Have you ever have you done a summit funnel before?
No, I don't have the people to do a summit funnel yet. I thought about it with some local marketers here. Like, there's a guy that's big in the branding, and he's worked with big brands. And then there's other local marketer as well. But I've never really reached out to them to put on kind of a trifecta marketing deal, to where we're kind of doing like a mini summit, and they end up pitching their stick and how we could kind of collaborate together to really sell. So it'd be the dream too. I mean, I'd be the funnel guy and bring it in ClickFunnels, and then they can sell whatever they want to sell, branding or ads or whatever on the back end. I would just sell ClickFunnels software, and me building out their funnel processes and putting them on the Business Growth Accelerator and do the AI stuff. So, and they can sell them the SEO and the ads and whatever. I'd rather not deal with it. I'd rather just handle the software sale.
Yeah, make it like a chicken soup.
That's it. Chicken Soup for the Soul. I mean, that's the same type of book. The author of Chicken Soup for the Soul never wrote a word. He just pulled in all these other short stories about other people's, and there you go.
Or The Secret. You ever read The Secret?
I have a copy of it. I don't think I ever read it. I heard some not great things about The Secret.
Oh,
yeah. That is like a woo-woo frou-frou. I wouldn't call it a scam, but
it's a collection of stories. It's a collection of stories, and I think, and it's similar to the 30 Days book, because I think the author said that she asked 30 successful people, what is the secret? And then what she found was that I think the overall theme of the book is that thoughts are things. I think it's kind of the same thing as Think and Grow Rich.
Something like that. Yeah, and that's what pissed people off about it, that there was no real secret given in The Secret.
Yeah, it's just like thoughts are things, and that if you want to create something out here in the real world, it first starts in the mind. And then not only does it start in the mind, but it's sort of like the same type of thing. Like, a thought is a thing, and it needs to be nurtured, watered, cared for in order to bring it out to reality. And that was the overall message that I got from the book. And it was just told from the perspective of however many people she had come on and talk. But I think that was a catalyst for not just her, but I think the people that appeared in that book too.
Yeah, a lot of people, that was like their launching pad or launching point, and got famous for the guru space, I believe.
Yeah, let's make you one. And
make me a guru. Does this look like a face of a guru to you? I
Yes, it does.
If only I had the face for a guru.
Oh, really? What's the face of a guru?
I don't know, but it doesn't look like me.
Speaking of gurus, do you know Tony Robbins had? I think he had his event last week. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, he had his monthly or bi-monthly or quarterly event or whatever. I got a couple of the ads. I think he ended up changing it. His shtick this time was AI. I think he's fallen into the AI shtick, like everybody else is right now. So,
Yeah. Hey, there's an idea. There's an idea for a collaborative book.
about AI, modeling, coding, using all that kind of stuff, using it to business. I mean, I know a gentleman that could probably write a chapter because he's kind of blowing up, especially in the automotive world right now with his software. He went from running Facebook ads to AI powered chatbot. I think he kind of did it the hard way, but building it from the ground up instead of sourcing it. But then again, he was able to control the entire creative and flow, and so his automated automobile follow-up system, I guess, is making bank himself and making these dealerships bank, and has completely turned around this small backwater Chevy dealership, and I think it's in North Carolina. So yeah, it's cool what you can do with AI.
Yeah. The only fear I have is that it just the sheer pace that it's moving at. It's like the sheer pace, and you create something today, it could be obsolete, or really the next thing is here in less than 30 days. And it's crazy. We're not even at the end of the year yet, and it could, we still got a lot of year left. And I think the time wise, the 2 months can seem like 2 years.
AI moves way too fast. I mean, considering the things that we have access to now, especially within the ClickFunnels realm of the MCP, hooking Claude up to it, the AI built into the platform itself that will automatically build you a funnel instantly there. You have the automatic funnel generator, which is like pseudo AI that's in there. You have Todd built in to it now. The chat bot, help bot, is now powered by GPT and AI, which is kind of good, kind of bad, but I know it does alleviate some of the stress off of the in-person support. And yeah, I mean, there's just so many practical uses, and some work really well, some don't. But I think in the next couple of months, especially when it comes to the voice capabilities, you're not going to know what's real and what's not. And with these Sora videos coming out now, oh my lord, like kids riding alligators off porches and cats getting blown away in the wind and all that other kind of stuff. And if I think I know what video you probably know what video I'm talking about, with the cats blown away in the wind. But
with the cat, that was fake.
Yeah. Yes, that video was 100% fake.
That was fake, and that's just the thing. It's hard to tell.
And there are ways to remove that Sora watermark. Like, there is software out there that will take the watermark off your AI video, and you won't be able to tell if it's real or not. Like, Sora is getting that good. So we don't have code for Sora, so don't ask us. At least I don't. Mark, you might. I don't know.
Invite.
Yeah, there's no invite codes. So good luck finding them, and watch yourself. We're getting to the stage where you have to listen to your parents, or you can't believe everything you see on the internet, even though your parents are now believing everything they see on the internet. So there you go.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it anyway. I've yet to really clone myself, but I do have people wanting to get me involved in that. maybe I'll dabble around with it to see if I can, maybe I could use it to, stand in for me in some, some presentations. But I have to see how that works because I don't think I think you still lose something, with expressions and, specific things that are unique to you, that I don't know if the AI can duplicate. I think I don't know. It seems like it duplicates when you put a script in, and it can make do these cool things. Like looks like you're actually on stage, but I think when it comes to really personal communication and content, I just think it misses some of the actual human specific information, the unique things that make you you.
Yeah. I tried doing the voice training for Descript way back in the day, and it never came out right. So I haven't messed around with it. It's probably better now. So maybe I'll get back to it. But we are past the top of the hour. This has been fantastic.
Awesome.
But it's time to go. It's bedtime. it's night time.
Yes, it is. Great discussion tonight. We appreciate you tuning in. And remember, these videos are deleted from Facebook after 30 days. So make sure to go to Brandon's YouTube channel, BKX Enterprise. BKXX Enterprise?
It's at BKXX.
Okay.
YouTube.com/@BKXX. And we can watch this thing in perpetuity until the internet goes away.
Yes, or find me there at The Mental Marketer. Awesome. Always great to have this talk with you on Wednesdays, Brandon.
Absolutely.
Take care. Take care, everyone. And thank you for tuning in. We will see you again next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Okay.